Hi, my dear children. Hope you are fine and safe. A very good morning, my dear children. May your day cheer up like the beautiful morning rays. Okay, students, in this part 4 video class, we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verbs. Students, in the previous video class, we had learned about the main verbs and the auxiliary verbs and also the classification of auxiliary verbs, that is primary and modal auxiliary verbs. And now in this session, we are going to learn the classification of main verbs, that is transitive and intransitive verbs. And my dear students, before enter into this topic, transitive and intransitive verbs, you should know what is a subject, verb and object, and also you should know what is an adverb or adjunct. Okay students, first of all, what is a subject? Okay, let me explain you. The subject is the part that tells us who or what the sentence is about. Okay, it tells us who or what the sentence is about. See the example, Mark plays basketball. Here, who is playing the basketball? Yes, Mark is playing the basketball. Mark plays the basketball. About whom we are talking in this sentence? Yes, about Mark we are talking in this sentence. So here in this sentence the subject is Mark, and also students, this subject, it answers the question who or what. For example, let me explain you another example. Listen carefully. The oranges were sweet and juicy. Here in this sentence, about what we are talking? Yes, about oranges we are talking. So this oranges is the subject. Okay, so remember it students, who or what the sentence is about, that is the subject. Okay students, the next about a verb. I hope you know very well that verb is the action in the sentence, right? See the example, Homer eats donuts. What is the example? Homer eats donuts. What is the action performed by Homer here? Yes students, eat is the action performed by Homer. So eats is the verb here, right? Okay students, what is a direct object, indirect object and adjunct? Okay, let's see here, right? First one, direct object. This direct object means it answers the question what or whom. Okay students, in a sentence, this direct object answers the question what or whom. And then indirect object. This indirect object, it answers the question to whom or for whom. This indirect object in a sentence, it answers the question to whom or for whom. And what is adjunct? Yeah, adjunct means it answers the question how, when and where. Adjunct or adverb, this answers the question how, when and where in a sentence. Okay, see the examples. First example, she gave me money. Okay, here about whom we are talking in the sentence? Yes, about she. She means it is a pronoun, it refers to a girl, right? So about a girl we are talking in this sentence, that is only represented as she here. Okay, so she is a subject. What is a verb? What is the action happened here? Gave. So gave, it is a verb. What she gave? Money she gave. So that is a direct object. So this money, it answers the question what, right? So to whom she gave the money? Yes, to me she gave the money. So me, it is the indirect object. Can you understand students? Okay, next one, what is adjunct? I already told you this adjunct or adverb, it answers the question how, when and where, right? So see the example, then you can understand very clearly. Birds fly in the sky. What is the example? Read it along with me. Birds fly in the sky. So in this sentence, about whom we are talking in this sentence? Yes, about the birds we are talking in the sentence. So here birds is the subject, right? And what is the action happen here by the birds? Yes, fly is the action happen by the bird. So fly, it is the verb. And where this birds flies? Yes, in the sky. So in the sky is the adjunct. Okay, so this in the sky, it answers the question where the bird flies. So the birds fly in the sky, so in the sky is the adjunct, right students? Are you all clear in this? Okay, now I hope you are clear in what is subject, object and adjunct, right students? Okay, let's move on to the topic transitive and intransitive verbs. I have given the definition for transitive verbs, and one example I have given. Okay, let me explain you what is a transitive verb. It is very simple, my dear students. In a sentence, after an action verb, if there is an object, that is called as a transitive verb. Okay, in a sentence, after an action verb, if there is an object, that is called as a transitive verb. And also the meaning of the transitive verb is incomplete without an direct object. I told you already about the direct object, is it? So here I explained you that the meaning of the transitive verb is incomplete without having a direct object in a sentence. Okay, see this example given here. Read it along with me. She is drinking a glass of water. She is drinking a glass of water. Okay, in this sentence, about whom you are talking? Yes, she. So she is the subject. Here I given the subject as yes. Okay. Okay. What is the verb here? Yes, drinking is the verb, right? Here, what is the object then? Yes, a glass of water is the object. Why we consider this as an object? Because it answers the question what she is drinking. What she is drinking, ma? She is drinking a glass of water, right? So the glass of water is object. And then students, why we consider this is drinking as a transitive verb? Because I already told you the transitive verbs means after the action verb, if there is any object, that verb is called as a transitive verb. So see the sentence here carefully. Here drinking is the verb, and after this verb, what is the here object is present? No? Yes. So we consider this is drinking is a transitive verb. Are you all clear, students? Okay, here I will explain you what is an intransitive verb. Right students, listen carefully. In a sentence, after an action verb, there is no object. Okay, after an action verb, there is no object, and also have any adverb or adjunct, that verb is considered as an intransitive verb. Okay students, and also the meaning of an intransitive verb is complete by its own. But in transitive verbs, what I told you, the meaning of the transitive verb is incomplete without the direct object, right? But here the meaning of the intransitive verb is complete without having any object in a sentence. Okay students, see the example. She is standing. Here about whom we are talking? She. So she is the subject. Okay, what is the verb present here? Yes, standing is the action word, and that is the verb. See here students, after this verb any object is present? No, is it? So I told you that after the verb, if there is no object, that verb is considered as a intransitive verb. So here in this sentence, is standing is the intransitive verb, because after this verb there is no object, right students? Are you all clear in this intransitive verb? So remember students, if there is an object after the verb, that is called as a transitive verb, and if there is no object and have any adverb or adjunct, that is called as a intransitive verb. Okay students, here I have listed some of the examples for transitive verbs, and in this examples the transitive verbs are highlighted in green color and the direct objects are highlighted in red color. Okay students, let's we see the example. First example, could you bring an umbrella? Okay, what is this type of sentence? Yes, it is a question, right? So it is an interrogative sentence. So in this sentence, what is the verb present here? Yes, very good students. Bring, it is a verb. Okay, after this verb, any object is present there? Right students, umbrella, it is an object, right? So I told you, after the verb, if there is any object, that verb is considered as a transitive verb. So here, after this verb bring, an object is present, so this bring, it is a transitive verb. Good. Okay, see the next example. They bought a yacht. What do you mean by yacht, ma? Yes, yacht means padagu, right? So here the subject is they. Okay, verb is bought. Very good. So what he bought? Yacht. So there is an object present in this sentence after a verb. So this verb is considered as a transitive verb. Okay, see the next example. I read all his books. I read all his books. So verb is here read, and after the verb, what is present? Yes, object is present. No, all his books, it is a direct object, so object is present here. So this verb read is in transitive verb. Okay, this read is transitive verb. See the next example. He teaches driving. So here the verb is teachers, and after the teachers, the object is present. So this teachers is a transitive verb. Okay, see the next example. You promised to take us home. Here what is the verb? Promised. After the verb, object is present, direct object is present. What is the direct object present here? To take us home is the direct object. So promised, it is the transitive verb, because after this verb, object is present. Okay, see the next example students. She plays the drums. Okay, what is the verb here? Plays. After this verb, any object present? Yes. What is the direct object present here? Yes students, very good. The drums is the direct object. So object is present in this sentence after the verb. So it is considered, this verb plays is considered as a transitive verb. Okay students, next for intransitive verbs, I have listed some of the examples, and in this examples the intransitive verbs are highlighted in green color. Okay, see the first example. Let's go. Let's go. See here students, what is the verb here? Yes, right, go. And after this verb, is there any object present? Is there is any object? No. Very good students. So if there is no object after this verb, so that is called as an intransitive verb. So this verb go is intransitive verb. Are you all clear, ma? See the next example. The kids are jumping. What is the verb here? Yes, very good. Or jumping is the verb. Is there any object or adverb present after this verb? No, right? So or jumping, it is a intransitive verb. See the next sentence. Sam is sleeping. So is sleeping, it is a verb. After this verb, is there any object? No. Very good students. So is sleeping is a intransitive verb. See the next example carefully. We will talk tomorrow. Here what is the verb? Will talk is the verb. Good. So after this verb, what is present? Tomorrow. So tomorrow, it is a adjunct, right? Because it answers the question when we will talk. I told you adjunct means it answers the question when or how and where, right? So this in the sentence, it answers this tomorrow, it answers the question when we will talk. Okay, so tomorrow, it is a adjunct. So after this verb, there is an adjunct. So it is called as a, this verb is called as a, this verb is intransitive verb. Okay students, then next, see the next example. He sits here. After this verb, what is the verb present here? Yes, right, sit. See after this verb, here this word is considered as a adjunct because it answers the question where he sit, right? So it is adjunct. After the verb, there is an adjunct. So here this verb is intransitive verb. See the next example. Her stomach aches. sometimes after lunch. Okay, here what is the verb? Ache means what? It is a pain, so it is an also an action, right? So it is a verb. After this action, some adjunct are present here. So here ache, it is a intransitive verb. Are you all clear, students? And an important thing you should know, students, that is some of the verbs can be used both as a transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay, students, some verbs can be used as both transitive and intransitive verbs. So see the example. Let me explain you the example. After that you can understand it clearly. See the first example. We won. Okay, in this sentence what is the verb? Won. Yes, right. After this verb, is there any object? No, is it? So very good, students. So it is a intransitive verb. Okay, in this case the verb is intransitive verb. So see the next example. We won the game. Here after the verb there is an object, that is the game, it is an object. Okay, so in this case the verb is considered as a transitive verb, right, students? Very good. So regarding the sentence only, the verb can be considered as a transitive verb or intransitive verb. Okay, are you all clear in this, students? Some more examples I have listed here for transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. The transitive verbs are highlighted in green color and the intransitive verbs are highlighted in red color. Okay, students. See the first example. Nicole opened the door. Okay, Nicole opened the door. Here what is the verb? Yes, right, opened is the verb. After this verb there is an object, that is the door is the object. So here this verb is considered as a transitive verb, right? But in the same verb used in the second sentence, see very clearly. Suddenly the doors opened. Here the verb is opened only, but after the verb is there any object? No, is it? So in this case the verb is considered as a intransitive verb. Okay, students, in this first two sentences, see very clearly that the verb used is same only, but in the first sentence the verb is transitive verb, but in the second sentence the verb is intransitive verb. Okay, see the third example. Will you help us? It is an interrogative question. It is an interrogative sentence. Okay, so here what is the verb? Help is the verb. After this an object is present, is it? So help is the transitive verb. Very good. See the next example. She never helps around the house. In this example the same verb only used, that is help, right? After this verb what is present? Yes, very correct, students. Around the house, it is the adjunct because it answers the question where, right? So in this case helps is a intransitive verb. Okay, see the next example. Jimmy runs a successful company. Okay, in this sentence what is the verb? Runs. After this verb an object is present. Very good, students. So this runs, it is a transitive verb. See the next example. Jimmy runs very fast. Okay, here after the verb what is present? Yes, it is adverb or adjunct because it answers the question how Jimmy runs. Okay, so it is an adverb or adjunct. So after the verb, if there is no object and an adverb or adjunct is present, means that is considered as a intransitive verbs, right, students? So here the runs, it is a intransitive verbs. So I hope you understand very clearly, students. The sum of the verbs can be used both as a transitive and intransitive verbs regarding the sentence only. Okay, students, are you all clear in this? Okay, I hope you have understood very clearly up to this what I taught. Let's we meet on the next video session. Until take care. Bye, students.